some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Ducks ready to get this thing started and open the season. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. You think the fans are ready for this one? The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Rams him with the stiff arm. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
What a nice run there. And from the beginning of time, Michigan football has been synonymous with running the football. You can think back to Tyrone Wheatley, Anthony Thomas, Chris Perry, Hassan Haskins, big physical runners that also had sprinter speed and that could change the game. This dude right here, every time he has the football, he has the ability to go. And that's what makes this Michigan offense so dangerous.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
They're going to run it. Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
This defensive coaching staff, they love their secondary, and they love the matchups they have. They believe they've got 5 guys at least back there that can cover one-on-one. You saw a great example of it there on 3rd down, forcing the incompletion.
To the air, it's St. Clair. Catch in the middle, it's Marsh. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Guys, let's chat about Michigan. They lose in the semis last year. Any potential for a hangover this season?
I don't think so, and I think they obviously didn't finish last season the way they wanted to, but having the success they had, David, that opened the eyes to a lot of portal players around the country. They wanted to come here knowing they could build on that and take the next step.
And sometimes it takes those steps, Jesse. Like, you've got to crawl before you walk, and this team, they tasted it. They know what it feels like. They know what it's like to be in the playoffs, and they want more. And they get to take some anger out and some hard feelings out today to start this season.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception.
I love the defense's approach on this drive. They didn't panic. They gave up some yards, but what did they do? They forced a third down, a predictable situation, played great discipline, broke on the football, and forced the big interception.
Offense bringing in the big boys, heavy personnel. Takes the handoff. It's Davison. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Motion from the wideout. Lewis wants to pass. Pulls it in. It's Moore. And he's brought down after a nice gain. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo booster.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Guys, let's chat for a moment about Oregon. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat. And the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But, David, let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to win. And if he doesn't start fast this year, that hot seat's only going to get hot.
No, and then the chirping starts, and everybody's going to be talking about his job. The pressure builds, and then what happens? Sometimes you lose the locker room, so important to get off to a good start. Try to quiet some of those haters and some of those doubters.
Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. Takes a hit as he fires. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
Well, man, I mean, you don't get more wide open than that, right? Big fella running down the field. Nobody near him. Quarterback puts it on him. Just got to make the catch.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Lewis to throw. It's complete. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
Great job by the running back on this play. It's a big 3rd down, and his ability to catch the ball, turn around, get north, make a guy miss, and go move the sticks. Awesome individual effort.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. And he'll try this one from the left hash and 33 yards away. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. Trying to get behind the defense. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
That's one of those plays where you're going, man, he probably could have made that. The defense wasn't great on the play, but guess what? It goes down as an incompletion. Those are one of those bullets that you got to dodge throughout a game to get the win, to limit those big plays.
Looking for a man. It's St. Clair. Throwing right. He makes the catch, but the official's right on top of it, signaling out of bounds.
Man, and that wasn't a miss by much. And listen, as a quarterback, you don't want to miss inside. That's for sure where the danger is. But it leads him just a little bit too far out of bounds. You can tell receiver tries to throttle down, tries to get those feet in, but he couldn't.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. Both teams made no secret they wanted to target their big play receivers, and they've done just that in the first. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. First play of the period, first down here. Gets the back moving. On the direct snap, it's Moore. They finally make the stop, and the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play. The Ducks trying to win the day by running for another first down.
Run the football. It's always been the staple. We can go back as far as you want with Oregon teams. The ones that were good, they were built on the running of the football, the physicalness. Run the ball, baby.
And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. Lewis wants to pass. A shot toward the end zone. Just threw that one way too far.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. The lead now 6 here in the second. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, a colossal top 5 matchup. Let's fill you in on what's going on. Oklahoma is currently ahead early in this one, but they just haven't been able to pull that schooner away offensively. They're up by a field goal over LSU. Much more on this top 5 matchup should anything change. Gentlemen?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. That's caught. It's Stewart. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Running back searching for a hole. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Let's take a minute to talk about Michigan. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry-pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
Dropping back, it's St. Clair. Shoots it to the left. Wide open downfield. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got to be able to score points on this drive.
They're dealing with a second and long. They'll move the tight end to the ground with the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Really nice job by the defense that time, getting a stop. They've been really good so far in this one, shutting this guy down, not letting him break out. You've got the lead. It's tight, though. And you know the opponent is going to keep trying to run it. So can you keep this up here in the second half on defense? That's the question.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Going for it all. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be fourth down. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Good, right down the boulevard. The lead is down to a field goal. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. And here's the return. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. They'll send the back in motion. On the direct snap, it's Moore. Grab near the sticks. It's Lewis. Big play. Takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47.
And what a massive play for the offense. Not only getting the football across the 50, but they've now put themselves in position to steal a few more points here before the half.
On the direct snap, it's Moore. Got room to work. Got enough for the first. They get him out of bounds at the 32, and that is what you want out of this running game. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Quick handoff. He breaks a tackle.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
Makes the grab. It's Thompson. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. And the Ducks are in the hurry-up. Lewis to throw. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Ducks! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. He'll start this drive firing. Grab near the marker. It's Stewart. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going. You open a drive like that, and the entire playbook opens up on first down from the 44. Fires to the right. Makes the catch. It's Stewart. He goes out of bounds across the 25, marking at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
So now it's 2nd and long. Quarterback on the keeper. They'll give him a couple that leaves him with 3rd and 8.
Go with the option, quarterback keeps it himself, and look, we've seen this guy on tape, guys, break these tackles and take it the distance. This offense should keep dialing up these option plays. Don't let that short gain by the QB prevent you from running this scheme in your playbook.
Back to throw, it's St. Clair. Spits it out to the back. It's caught. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. And the Wolverines trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. On the ground. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The hurry up now. 2nd down. Clock ticking. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Corner showing press. They want to be physical here. Looking to the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football. You saw that there on the incompletion.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He wants it all. Touchdown, Michigan. Fitted in the window for the score.
That is a huge way to end this half. Man, cutting into the lead, gaining the momentum. Nice job finishing the half with some positive vibes going into halftime.
So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. He'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. Give to the running back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. Wolverines will kick it away to start the second half. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with that.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
The Ducks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Lewis wants to pass. Working the middle.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Pulls it in. It's Perry. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
On defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or some safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
It'll be 3rd and long. Just keep slinging it. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. The Ducks will bring the punt team onto the field. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They took it down the field for a touchdown the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to take the lead in this football game.
So they got to be feeling good. They did their part, score, your defense does your part.
There he goes. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. That's not the way you'd like to start this set of downs. It's now 1st and 20. Dropping back, it's St. Clair. Makes the catch, it's Stewart. Bounced off his feet.
And a nice job working the... I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver on the middle of the field.
And the Wolverines can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. There's the pressure. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, just nowhere to go there. It started in the pocket. It was collapsing. Quarterback felt it, so he tried to get outside and make something happen himself. But give the defense tons of credit. Excellent job in pursuit. They're able to give up no gain.
They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
To the air on first down. Steps away. He'll get rid of it. And it's picked off for the third time today.
And it's just a bad decision by the quarterback. I get that he's outside the pocket, the play's breaking down, but you can't force it into your top receiver. If he's not open, you got to throw it away. The defense took advantage with the interception.
Direct snap. It's Moore. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. Now on second down. Lewis to throw. Finds the tight end. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit to the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Nice job by the defense. A lot of times offenses want time to mesh that RPO and read it. Nah, the defense got in there so fast, they didn't give him an option. Got the nice tackle for a loss, putting the offense in a worse situation.
And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
They'll run for it on third and short. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
No gain on the play. Now, fourth down. All right, let's get it.
Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on fourth down. Calls his own number. Oh, no, the ball popped out. This could change things. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Dude, let's go. I'm going to sit. This game was basically over, right? We just forced a huge play. Great job by the defense, giving their offense a chance now. Man, it looked like it was over. Now we got a chance. Offense, go down the field, stick this.
Breaks into the open. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches. And this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
So the opportunity with a touchdown here to take a fourth-quarter lead. Scanning the field, it's St. Clair. Here's a heat. Starting to feel a little pressure. Touchdown, Wolverines! They move on top here in the fourth.
And some of these guys make it look so easy, but these are tight windows down here, man. There's not a lot of space in the field, and he drops back, knows exactly where he's going with the football, throws it in there, makes the play, and more importantly, now his team is in the lead in the fourth quarter.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
Let's take just a second and talk about Oregon. Unless there is a dramatic turn of events, this is not going to be a way to cool off that hot seat.
And they're going to have to be able to handle adversity and handle the outside noise moving forward, because losing this game in week one, all the detractors, all the naysayers, that noise is going to get louder. That hot seat is getting even hotter. And I think all eyes are going to be on this program now, David, seeing how they turn the page and move on from this.
Then I give you Exhibit A. Jesse Palmer just turned up the hot seat. All eyes are on them. They got to win. They got to do this. Starting off on the wrong foot. This is exactly what happens. It becomes a distraction. We're going to find out how good of a coach he is, and we're going to find out how loyal these fans are really quickly.
Oh, he's got some space. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48. And this offense is rolling. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm fine.
Finds his man. It's Davison. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield, pick up 10 and the first down. And the Ducks are on the move. Lewis wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Caught in the backfield, it's Johnson. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The Ducks want to crank the tempo. Jump the gun just a bit, and we've got a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. What a big play this one could be. Tight game, getting late, third and long coming up. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Touchdown, Oregon! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
Man, nice to have a QB that's focused, in the moment, doesn't get rattled. You can tell, drops back the pass, makes a great throw, threads it into the end zone, and this team now has the lead in the fourth quarter right where they want to be.
Running to daylight from inside his 25. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or two, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. So here comes the Michigan offense. Well, jet sweep pass. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside. And David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. To the air, it's St. Clair. Caught, close to the marker, it's Marsh. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. Looking to throw on first down. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
This offense hasn't had a ton of success today. It's because I think of some of the issues in the passing game. They've never had the rhythm. Protection has been a bit spotty and iffy. Quarterback's got to raise his level of play here late in this 2-minute situation if they're going to get the win.
Going to swing it on second down. Flushed out of the pocket. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Third and long, defense knows the pass is coming, so they're going to have guys with their eyes on the QB, but they are going to try to get to him with pressure, pinning their ears back. If you're on offense, you might be thinking blitz here. Better get rid of this one quick.
How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on third down here in Autzen. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Here they come, facing third and long from the 40. Lost to throw again. Throws to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Marsh.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground.
Throws toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Man, you know the defensive coordinator on that play was holding his breath because in the fourth quarter, you've got one of the fastest players in the game going deep on you, and that's going to be a helmet sticker for somebody. Like forcing an incompletion against that guy, that's incredible.
And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives him the ball in prime field position at the 40. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. Lewis to throw. Forced out of the pocket. He'll try to do it himself. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
Great job by the defense there. First off, getting pressure initially and then forcing him outside the pocket. After that, excellent effort. All eyes on the quarterback. And you see the speed this defense has. They're going to be putting a lot of heat on this guy throughout the game.
Second down, he'll throw it. Makes the grab. It's Moore. He goes out of bounds right at midfield.
Routes like that are great times to be quarterbacks. I got great, fast, speedy guys on the outside. Quick drag route, get the ball in his hands, let him do the rest.
The Ducks are facing third and inches. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll try to run for it.
And I would have just loved to see him stay in bounds, fall forward, try to run somebody over, not get pushed out of bounds. You know, obviously the clock is one thing, but now set up in a big fourth down with the lead. What do you want to do on fourth and short?
Now, this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could... Turning it on! At the 20. Touchdown Ducks! And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching him.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail, beat, coffin. Great execution by this offense to put this game on.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Dropping back, it's St. Clair. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it in second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air on second down. Quickly out to the tight end. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
The offense comes out for what almost certainly will be its final drive late in the fourth quarter. Wants to go up top on first down. He wants a big play here late. And this is dropped. Oh, my goodness. Sometimes you're just too open.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
They'll go back to the air on second down. He's taking a deep shot. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
And this defense knows exactly the spot they're in, man. They are up. They've got their more defensive backs on the field. They're dropping back. You can tell they are taking away the deep ball. Nice job understanding situation, understanding clock, and what the offense is trying to do.
Back to pass, it's St. Clair. Fires to the wideout. For the third straight play, the pass falls incomplete.
And now such a tough situation late in this game. You're trailing, but now it's 4th and long. Like, it's one thing if it's 4th and short. This makes it even more difficult. You got to have something dialed up you feel really great about.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs.
And that just about does it. That about puts this thing to bed. The offense, listen, they had to go for it, but now defense, this is the situation when you say, I'm just going to eat clock, up by several possessions, eat clock, get out of here with a W.
We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp.